English short stories, The 5 o'clock deadline. The office was filled with the frantic clicking of keyboards and the low hum of nervous conversation. Sarah stared at her computer screen, her eyes blurring as she checked the project proposal for the 10th time. It was already 3:30 p.m., and the atmosphere in the room was thick with tension. While most of the document was polished and professional, a massive gap remained where the financial figures should have been. The team knew that the proposal was due at 5 p.m. sharp, and their primary investor was not known for his patience. "We still haven't finished the budget section," Mark shouted from across the desk, his voice echoing the panic they all felt. He was frantically trying to calculate the projected costs for the next 3 years, but the spreadsheets were proving to be a nightmare of complex formulas. To make matters worse, a sudden software update had slowed their computers to a crawl. Their manager had already warned them that time was running out, and if they missed this deadline, the entire project would be cancelled. Desperate to save their hard work, Sarah and Mark decided to divide the remaining tasks. While Sarah focused on the equipment costs, Mark tackled the labor expenses and travel fees. They worked in a blur of focused energy, ignoring their cold coffees and the ringing phones. Outside, the city clock seemed to tick louder with every passing minute. They were down to the final 20 minutes, and the total expenses cell on their spreadsheet was still flashing an error message. With only 60 seconds left on the clock, Mark finally identified a misplaced decimal point and corrected it. The numbers automatically updated, perfectly aligning with their funding goals. Sarah hit the Convert to PDF button with trembling fingers and attached the file to the submission email. At 4:59 p.m., she clicked send and slumped back in her chair, exhausted but relieved. They had beaten the clock by the narrowest of margins, turning a near disaster into a potential victory.